Have you noticed how everyone suddenly wants to buy gold again? It feels like a secret that's finally out. Social media, finance channels, and even some economists are calling gold the safest way to survive a collapsing dollar. But what if this new gold rush is not a sign of safety, but a sign of fear repeating itself? Back in 1980, the world looked strangely familiar. Inflation was high, the economy was shaky, and people were convinced that paper money was about to die. Gold prices exploded. It went from $35 an ounce in the early 70s to over $800 by 1980. People lined up to buy coins and bars, believing they were protecting their future. Then the crash came. Within 2 years, gold had lost more than half its value. It took 25 years to recover. The people who bought near the top were left holding their safe investment that didn't feel so safe anymore. Now it's 2025, and the story sounds almost identical. The media is full of headlines about record gold prices, central banks buying tons of it, and investors rushing in before it's too late. It feels like history returning in a new disguise. Many believe this time is different because global debt is higher, or because digital currencies might collapse, or because governments are secretly preparing for a financial reset. But that same belief existed back in 1980, too. Every generation thinks they're living through the final collapse of the system. The truth is, gold's price is not a signal of coming doom. It's a reflection of collective anxiety. When people are afraid, they buy gold. When they feel safer, they sell it. In other words, gold doesn't predict crisis, it reacts to it. That's why, over long periods, gold hasn't outperformed other assets like stocks or bonds. It doesn't create value, it just preserves emotion. Another overlooked fact is that central banks buying gold doesn't mean they're panicking. They diversify their reserves the same way you might diversify your portfolio. A few percent in gold, a lot more in currencies, and the rest in bonds. But when that small gold purchase gets repeated across headlines, it sounds like a secret warning from the elite. It isn't. It's basic portfolio management turned into a fear story. So what does this mean for ordinary investors watching this 2025 gold rush? It means that chasing gold out of fear is no safer than chasing tech stocks out of greed. If you truly want stability, you don't need to run from the system. You just need to understand how it works. Gold can be part of a balanced portfolio, but it isn't the king of safety that influencers and ads make it sound like. The moment everyone treats gold as the only refuge is usually the moment it stops being one. The next time someone says gold is the last honest money, remember that this belief has already crashed once before. The market doesn't reward panic, it rewards patience, discipline, and data. The real gold is understanding how the world moves in cycles and learning not to repeat the same emotional mistakes every few decades. If you found this helpful, subscribe to Simple Revenues for more calm explanations that cut through financial noise and help you think clearly about money. Thanks for watching. Simple Revenues, finance made simple.